Hi, my name is Cristi. I'm 38 years old and I'm a mom of 2 preschoolers. I've had mental illness for most of my life and have been treated since about 1997. I really didn't talk about it much for a long time. I've really actually only been an open book about it since 2010 at Christmas time. One of my closest friends from high school died by suicide. She had struggled with mental illness for many years, and in a lot of ways she was just like me. And I know she was afraid to share and to truly talk about what was going on with her. There's such a stigma with mental illness. I've felt it. I've been afraid to share for fear of losing a job, or my clients might, lose respect for me and not want me to work for them. But my friend's death, it really hit me hard. I loved her, of course, but I also identified with her. I had been there before. About 8 years prior, I had been suicidal myself. So I really could understand the kind of pain that she must have been in. And it broke my heart. But 3 days after she died, something just struck me, and I decided to write a public message on Facebook. And I wanted to share that with you. I titled it, "Suicide Should Not Be Hushed Up." This was written on December 28th of 2010. I need to get on my soapbox. I just have to. Some of you may know that I have mental illness. I have major depression and anxiety that has been a part of my life for many years. I also had major issues during pregnancy and some postpartum depression. I've had bad treatment, good treatment, and everything in between. I've been suicidal. I've also had friends attempt suicide and others who have died. And it breaks my heart. I'm literally crying as I write this. Mental illness is a real chronic illness that needs serious treatment and constant support. I am now well treated on meds and have an amazing support system, but even for me, some days aren't easy. Speaking about this is not tarnishing my family's reputation and should not be an embarrassment. Rather, it should give hope to others. This is something that needs to be talked about, that needs to come out of the shadows. If someone you know, including me, ever talks about suicide, is depressed, makes drastic changes in their life, or just seems very off, please take it seriously. Please do something. Anything. No matter how big or how small, just do something. Talk about it. Make sure every person in their life knows about it. This is not a time to clam up and not want to intrude. You may just be one to save their life. Don't let others talk you out of intruding. You need to do this. It is a person's life we're talking about. That person deserves constant vigilance. That person needs to know that they are loved, even if they won't believe it. And if they are offered help, make sure they take it. They need our help. I say our because it is not one person's responsibility to save another. It is our collective responsibility to take care of each other, to offer support, to not be afraid to do something, anything, for our loved ones. Suicide can be prevented with treatment, with hospitalization, with medication, with therapy, with love and support of family and friends, with openness and honesty. Suicide and its prevention should be talked about again and again. Even if you feel like someone is crying wolf, take it seriously. It may be your last chance. After posting that, I got an incredible response of people sharing their experiences with mental illness, people reaching out because they were in pain, or even reaching out to friends and family who they thought might be in pain. It's been wonderful, stressful, and challenging sharing this part of who I am. But I was so inspired by writing that post on Facebook that in January of 2011, I started my blog, Motherhood Unadorned, and I focus on advocacy for mental health, awareness, suicide prevention, really generally just talking about the challenges of parenting and motherhood. I found a community of amazing mental health and postpartum depression bloggers and online support systems. There are so many people out there sharing their stories, and we just need to keep doing that. The more we share, the more it normalizes mental illness, and people won't be as afraid to reach out. I've walked in 3 suicide prevention walks for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. And last year, in September, I dyed my hair blue after raising over $1,500 for suicide prevention. It's been empowering, but it's also been overwhelming and exhausting speaking out. And I take a lot of mental health breaks from blogging and from posting as well. But I truly believe if just one person is helped by me sharing my story, if just one life is saved, then it's all been worth it. And I will keep doing what I'm doing.